Sorry I'm late, guys.
Hey, everybody.
What the
Welcome
hell
to
is
my new
this?
show, Chaz Has Thoughts on Music.
Shh. Isn't that a lot like what we do?
It's simple, George. I review music, you review movies.
And who the hell is that?
That's my cousin Terrence. He don't speak too much, and I would not advise looking him in the eyes. He's gonna be with us from here on out.
And that mustache is clearly fake, Chaz. You're not fooling anyone.
Real classy, George. You didn't have to insult me. Anyways, quiet on the set! Welcome to Chaz Has Thoughts on Music. Today, we're gonna be reviewing an iconic hip-hop album, Nas's Illmatic.
Good, Chaz, good.
This facility will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
2002, 1 month after the blind refs screwed over Team USA by missing an obvious call in the World Cup. During that time, an American filmmaker was making something equally as controversial. His name, M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, do you want to do another take? You just messed up.
Messed up what?
His name.
His name, that's his name.
Oh, shit. M. Night had the whole town buzzing after his critical and commercial successes, The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. The twisted writer-director was the talk of the town, producing his third straight suspense drama for Buena Vista Pictures, an alien first encounter film titled Signs.
Mr. M shot and filmed this production just a stone's throw away from the EPA TV studios in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Mel Gibson stars as a preacher who lost faith, who starts to find these intricate crop circles around his farm.
See, what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, that sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky? Or, look at the question this way. Is it possible that there are no coincidence? Fuck. Or, look at it this way. Is it possible that there are no coincidence? Fuck! That's a. Or look at it this way. Is it possible that there are no coincidences? This is M. Night Shyamalan's Signs.
Lady in the Water.
Signs. This is We Have Thoughts. They got a really good cast for this movie. I was reading that Shyamalan was interested in, big fan of Mark Ruffalo, and wanted Ruffalo for the Joaquin Phoenix part. Wasn't his first choice. But for kid actors, they got Abigail Breslin, who a couple years later was nominated for an Academy Award, right? For Little Miss Sunshine?
Yeah, I think she was.
And she was a great child actor. And then one of the Culkins, can't go wrong. He's not terrible.
I don't know anything else Rory Culkin's in.
I didn't know he was a Culkin until like last week. Well, I was thinking about it, and I think this is my favorite, this is one of my favorite screenplays of all time. It's a little bit, gets a little bit into the screenwriting 101, foreshadow 101, but it's kind of the point of the movie. It's kind of a clinic on foreshadowing.
This was definitely my first Joaquin exposure here.
Now you're making me feel weird.
I can't remember if mine was this or Gladiator. I fucking love the opening of this movie.
I think God did it.
I love that line. I think God did it. Moves the face. I like the way that they shot this too. You don't see what they're looking at until Mel Gibson sees it.
A message.
A symbol. A hieroglyphic.
Doesn't sound much like Lionel Pritchard and the Wolfington brothers. That went in pants.
Lionel and the Wilmington? What the fuck?
It couldn't have been Delco Paul Jenkins either. I heard him and the crew are out of the city for a while. So is he a farmer now?
Stop calling me father.
I don't really know. There's no real indication that they tend to the farm, I feel.
It's just that.
They just live on a farmland. He must do something though, but he doesn't even really dress like a farmer. I don't believe there are any references to them actually doing any farming.
They just live next to.
Well, I think the three run the 3-movie run of The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, into Signs. I like all those movies, but this is my favorite of the 3.
I think when he got to The Village, he's like, all right, I'm the fucking guy known for plot twists.
I'm that dude.
I gotta make just a crazy plot twist every movie. That's
Yeah.
what I'm here for.
I do like a lot of the shot direction. He's a talented filmmaker. The screenwriting in the later 2000s, later half of the 2000s and the 2010s is where I think he kind of lost his... I think he could use some help with screenwriting.
I just don't understand what happened to him.
What? No.
It must be like maybe like an ego thing, or it's like he created what he wanted to create, and now he's just like forcing himself to make movies.
Well, if he got rewarded for and lauded for his first 3 major motion pictures, it would be hard for someone to tell me shit. Hard to let someone get in on that and help you with the idea. That's where Christopher Nolan is also. He used to write with his brother all the time. Now he's writing alone, and his movies are kind of a little more stupid.
He's just like in his own head.
I always think that in screenwriting, ideas, multiple people, is like a really good idea.
It's just almost jarring to watch a movie like this and then watch. Have you seen Old?
No.
That was like a terrible movie. And it's the same guy. And I'm not even going to mention like Avatar, because there's no point in even seeing a movie like that.
Yeah, or After Earth. I never saw that.
There's just no point in seeing a movie that you know is going to be bad. And like maybe not even a funny way.
Like, this movie's silly, but like at the same time, it's about something. It's about these 4 people how they dealt with this traumatic incident in their life and how they explain it. Told with the backdrop of a first encounter alien movie. I feel like it's hard. I feel like not a lot of movies like this that feature aliens are telling like real themes and they have something actual to say. That's why at the same time I kind of enjoy the writer-director, because it's either really good, like Whiplash, or it's got a lot of shit that's kind of cringe, like Babylon, but there's some stuff there's ideas in Babylon that are good.
I'm losing my mind.
And I love how they very sparingly see a shot of an alien in this movie with good lighting, which is a great idea, because once you actually do see it with good lighting, it's
Probably look like shitty 2002 CGI.
looks like Jack and Daxter or something.
Look like the Scooby-Doo.
Yep, the Gremlin. They just shaved the ears off the Gremlin for this one and scaled it up. And I like what he's doing with the score for this movie. There's not a lot, but then like in a close encounter, it'll have like doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, and it just is very jarring. It's how to add a feeling to the movie with just solely music.
It has dust in it.
I love the shot at her level. You don't even see Mel Gibson's head. That's why he's doing little things with the camera in this movie that I really like.
Over me.
There's no time to prove a point here.
Caroline, I know you're making a point here.
Whoa! I also appreciate how snappy the scenes are in this movie. Almost every scene ends with a really cool line of dialogue, which we learned in school. Late in, early out. Make the scene what it needs to be and nothing more.
We went to school for this.
We're smart and cool.
I can't think
Sexy.
straight. I'm gonna go back to the station and have a cup of Egger's coffee.
And really smart.
Try to think clear, and after that, I'll
And really cool.
calls.
And really sexy.
Sexy.
Like this whole right now we learned M. Night Shyamalan killed Mel Gibson's wife by accident. Joaquin Phoenix, his backstory with the striking out. The kid has asthma. He went to go pick up his medicine. The girl with the water. It's just hammered all 4 of those points home without you even really knowing.
Yeah, now we got all of their character traits.
Yeah.
We kind of just know these people already.
Voice is right home.
I mean, is this whole thing kind of like... Well, I mean, I guess there's many themes. Is this like a Christianity or just religion in general theme?
I don't really think so. It can easily be seen as that, but I think it's more of how people deal with the unexplainable moments of life. and less about like you should believe in God, and more just like how these people dealt with the trauma they were given and how it helped them, how the trauma ends up helping all of them,
So
saving their lives.
growing from
Not watching TV.
your
Yeah.
past mistakes or everything that's happened to you in life.
Yeah, there's certainly a little Christianity angle. I don't
Don't do it.
think it's that heavy though.
Don't let go.
I think it's less about religion and more about belief in general.
Yeah, not like necessarily like Christianity or
Yeah.
anything. Just the belief of believing.
Yeah.
No, this movie is just very like I wouldn't say this movie's scary
You're gonna
No.
feel
at
very
all.
silly
I'd say
when
it's
this turns out to be all just
suspenseful.
make-believe.
Yep.
4 people are sitting around a table talking about baseball, whatever you like. 5 minutes of it, very dull. Suddenly, a bomb goes off, blows the people to smithereens. What do the audience have? 10 seconds of shock. Now take the same scene and tell the audience there is a bomb under that table and will go off in 5 minutes. Well, the whole emotion of the audience is totally different because you've given them that information that in 5 minutes' time that bomb will go off. Now the conversation about baseball becomes very vital because they're saying to you, don't be ridiculous, stop talking about baseball, there's a bomb under there. You've got the audience working.
It's like it's toying with you with all the mechanics of the filmmaking and the music and the acting and the script. It's all combining in one way to just make the viewer feel very uneasy. I feel like it's kind of sadly rare nowadays for characters to act in the way that they live and believe. I feel like the characters act a lot of the times in scripts now the way that it most
They
easily
should.
makes sense
Yeah.
for the movie to act, and not like they're an actual human, like an actual person.
Well, that's what Con Air was.
Yeah.
They write these characters, they announce them in the expository scenes, like, this is the craziest guy in the world, he's killed 1,000 people. Like, you don't see him doing anything, he just is that way, and it just propels the plot.
To make it easier, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, you
Just giving you a taste. First time you watch this movie, that shit scares the fuck out of you. And that's when this movie's at its best, when it's giving you a taste of the alien. The music comes in now. It's not just Mel Gibson out there alone. I feel like just other movies don't hold this shot for this long. And they don't shoot this like this.
It's fine. Just like the movies that come out in theaters that like gross a lot of money, you don't see anything like this.
Yeah.
But that's why I like Nope a lot, because Nope was kind of like this as well, where you can tell that it's shot.
There's artistry to it.
Yeah, and it's literally aliens. But like this new Ant-Man movie, I'm gonna see the Ant-Man movie, but is it gonna be weird and dumb and?
There might be a few shots in that movie that make you feel the same way. Like, oh, that's interesting. They ain't have to shoot it like that. There's an artistry to it. There'll be like a couple at most in those movies. Everything's so flat. There's no depth to the shooting.
All I'm seeing with Ant-Man is people putting Spy Kids 3D screenshots next to Ant-Man screenshots, and they look like the same.
It's because they film it like this in like Burbank. They'll film it like this.
People have written about.
Well, they're in the multiverse at a cellular level.
How are you gonna film in the multiverse? It's not real, dude.
You gotta use your imagination. It doesn't make any sense.
Build a fucking set, Marvel. Build an actual set. This is the movie. Right here is this conversation. This is where it's brilliant. His face, half in the light, half not.
See, what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky? Or look at the question this way. Is it possible that there are no coincidences?
semen is another kind of milk.
Do you feel comforted? Yeah, I do. Then what does it matter?
I think that's what the movie's trying to say. It's not even, it's about belief. What happens in the movie wouldn't change if they believed it or not, but it chooses how they kind of live their life after.
Die. We are all on our own.
Well, that's kind of sad.
The movie just ends.
The earth explodes.
And then M. Night Shyamalan in front of a screen saying, "Go home, everyone, it's me."
We are all on our own.
Go home, everyone, it's me. Also, that shot there, you can see that there once was a cross hung up
Oh,
for a long time. That's just good. That's good visual storytelling.
Looks a little like our house, doesn't it?
Why would you say that? And these dead bodies on the ground resemble each one of us. So this part of the movie I had trouble with until I had some more thoughts on it. So he gets a call from the guy that accidentally killed his wife, and he goes, and then eventually at the scene, M. Night Shyamalan tells him that I caught something, like one of the aliens, it's inside. Now, I was thinking, why does Mel Gibson like go there? Why does he go inside? Yep, can you venture a guess?
Why does he go inside M. Night's house?
To see the alien that M. Night says is in there. Because at this point in the movie, he has to see it to believe it. He doesn't believe in signs. Because the whole time I'm like, why does he have to go look at the alien in the room? Someone, like, for example, if I got to someone's house, I came here today, you're like, yo, George, I'm peacing out. There's an alien in there. And why go see it? Because in the character, at this stage of his life,
He's like not doubting. He's not doubting anymore. It is interesting because that's why they didn't go to the veterinarian in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't this a good screenplay?
It is good. I just feel like the only reason he has the alien is because he killed his wife. It's sort of like the chain of events that happen. Their lives are intertwined because of that.
Good call.
And he's the one who sets him up with the alien.
Yeah. Which is because if he got an ominous phone call from just someone else, would he have gone? But an ominous phone call from the guy that accidentally killed your wife, it's a little bit different.
He might be trying to atone or something like that.
Yeah.
Looks like it was meant to be.
Little on the nose there. I think he could have gotten that through to the viewer without actually saying that. That's a little bit like the insulin in the boneyard.
A first aid kit around here? Well, there might be one in the fire truck over on the boneyard. All right, thanks.
A little bit.
I feel like he's giving away too much.
Yeah.
M. Night's giving away too much here in his scene.
The viewer is smarter than you think.
This scene, this is the scene I'm talking about. This is the scene that is like imprinted in my brain.
Yeah. So you were afraid of this scene. This is the scene that I was thinking of when I was saying you're seeing too much of the alien right now.
This is the scariest scene of the movie.
Musical drop. So even in this moment, he doesn't believe in this bullshit.
Oh my god.
Now that he's seen it, you can see the change in his character already. He seemed to not like water. I feel like they didn't even need to say that, because at the end of the movie, Meryl could have just accidentally hit the water. The viewer can see that the skin is burning with water.
Yeah, M. Night could have just said like, I'm just getting out of here.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
All those in favor of home, raise your hand.
I wouldn't want to stay here.
No, neither would I. Especially with the crop circles in the backyard.
Crop circles
Fuck
in the
that.
backyard. Very remote house.
He saw one of the aliens in the backyard. Yeah, his kids are very mature.
See, now it makes sense. They're the ones who they believe the alien thing completely. They have faith in it. They're all going in on it, and they want to stay.
Which ends up saving them.
Yeah, they want to stay where their mom was, who died. I don't know. It's all. I mean, it's connected because it's a movie, but it's I think very
really well connected. So this is the scene where it bleeds into overacting. I feel.
We are saying a prayer.
This is. Yeah, I feel like he would let them say a prayer.
Yeah. I hate you.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
It goes like 0 to 100 like insanely fast.
Not one more minute.
But you could see it. This is his last little bit
Of skepticism.
Yeah, fading. But
No one can stop us from enjoying this meal, so enjoy it.
like he gets so mean here.
Well, he's never really opened up the whole movie.
Yeah, he's very pent up. The crying here, his cry face is a little bit.
Oh, this isn't as bad as you made it out to seem. I think the only part was it seemed weird.
I hate you.
No, that was fine. I feel like I could see a kid saying that, but him saying, "No, I don't want to pray." Let your kids fucking pray, though. Your kids are like 5 years old.
Shout out Nazi zombies. Heard the dog barking all movie long. Now it fucking stops.
Did they just kill the other dog?
Yeah. And now what was once unnerving, the dog barking, now you kind of want it to be there. Because now that it's not there, it's unnerving. Bro. Fucking composer snapped in this movie.
M. Night composed everything.
He's playing a lot with things that happen outside the frame in this movie.
Yeah. He definitely did not want to show the aliens that much at all.
Yeah.
Which is, I agree with. Because it's going to look bad.
Yeah.
There's no way you can make it look good.
Even nowadays it would look kind of fucking silly.
But they're leaving.
They left real fast this morning.
I contest that the shot coming up here that I'll point to is the scariest part of the movie. But if you are watching this movie, you could probably assume they're not actually in the clear and there's one final scare. So maybe you could see it coming. But
yeah, there's no hopeful music or anything playing right now. It's still silent.
And the fact they're clearing it so slowly. Or they just had like a 3-minute scene of them slowly clearing the house and it's like, all right, go home.
Oh, we're good? Oh, sweet.
I still don't believe in God.
This didn't teach me anything.
Bring the TV in here.
Love the creativity here on the reveal. On the reflection of the TV.
Oh no.
That's why it's mad scary. It's because you can barely see it.
Yeah, they're still doing it right. You can't make out features and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Editing here goes so crazy. It wasn't just flashes of her memory as she was dying. Or maybe it was, but it's exactly what he needed to hear. Which makes sense in the character, like with the strikeout record. Editing goes so fucking hard here.
Don't lose who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Meryl, swing away.
In the reflection, like you're saying, not showing him too much.
They just know. They just know it.
But it's a blend of creativity and savvy filmmaking.
Yeah. See, that was just a dude in a costume there, it looked like.
There's no stupid line like, oh, hit the water. You see them all react to what they just saw. It can't be luck.
Let us fucking pray. Holy shit.
That's why, like, the character goes through a real fucking change in this movie. And it's like direct in the actions of the movie.
So maybe that's the point. If the cross isn't put back, maybe it's like it's not about God.
Well, he goes back to being a preacher, but I really don't think it is about, like we were saying, I don't think it's about religion. I think it's about belief, and just like dealing with a traumatic event in your life.
This is just the job they could have given him. That really, like, when you question your belief, it's like the antithesis of his job.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. All right, so how are we ending this?
Is this thing on? It's the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in to Chaz Has Thoughts on Music. This has been the first episode. I'll see you cats next time.
I'll be
Your crying
shoulder. I'll be a love suicide, and I'll be better when I'm older.